Hey guys, Moses with Negron Tech. So I'm not going to waste anybody's time. I'm going to pin my own comment in the comment section. You can just reply there. You don't have to like or subscribe or anything. Just reply to the comment, and then I'll give you the early access code that way. Whoever is first, I guess, wins. Sorry, I only have one code to give away, and that's that. Besides that, I have 5 tips for you to really enjoy the release of PoE 2, because this really isn't a league store, right? This is just the first experience and the only first time you'll ever have playing Path of Exile 2. So slow down and enjoy it. Here are my 5 tips. My first tip is that this is early access, so there is going to be imbalances. There is going to be some really broken stuff. Don't get jealous when you see like somebody on Twitch or YouTube like breaking the game. Like, just relax, guys. There really is no comparison. Just relax, enjoy the process. It is early access. Nobody knows everything. The equation is not solved. There is no end game. There is no meta build. There's just you, PoE 2, and a brand new RPG experience, and enjoy it. Play what class you think is most thematic. Now, number 2, I'm going to reiterate the whole early access point, right? Try to really enjoy the campaign. I think we only have 6 acts, or maybe 3. It only says 3 here. I'm not really sure, but oh, we have 3 acts and you're going to do the 3 acts again. Something like that. Try to really like appreciate what's happening here. I am going to compare like a little bit to Classic WoW. Like, I didn't play Classic WoW originally. Like, I am old. I'm 34. I played Classic WoW when it first came out, like literally a month before TBC came out, so I never really got to experience it. When Classic WoW re-released in 2014, that was one of the greatest gaming experiences of my life. Like, me and my one best friend, like my best gamer friend, we leveled from like 1 to pretty much like 50 together. And I was like going to school at the time. I had all the time in the world to play, and this is going to be a similar experience. So like, once you pick it up and play, like, don't just try to rush it. Don't try to compare yourself again to like content creators or streamers, or have like a side window of somebody like, oh, I just found the most broken build. Don't get baited, because nobody knows, right? Take your time. Try to, again, enjoy the process. This is going to be the first and only time you're going to be able to play PoE 2 when it first comes out, right? The only time you're going to, like, your first impression means so much. So take it slow, relax, and really try to absorb everything that this game is going to throw at you. Number 3, we're going to get to the classes, and yeah, the ascendancies are released. You can look at them here. I don't think there's any point to even read any of this. I haven't read any of this. I haven't watched the videos. I don't really care. I just like to play the game and see what happens, right? So when it comes to classes, play what you think is going to be the coolest, the most aesthetic, the most game playing, the most satisfaction you'll get. And me, I'm a slam guy, so I'm probably just gonna play the Titan. I am very close to playing the monk and trying to accolade a Shayula, just because I love like the whole D&D shadow monk playstyle, and I like that archetype when it comes to this. And monk is just brand new, like getting his staff. Melee, I know staffs have existed, but I'm kind of hoping that if not staffs, you can have like some unarmed combat, at least visually. Maybe not like within game stuff like that. I know they had it in PoE 1 with the cluster drill setup and stuff like that. But I'm probably just gonna play the Titan. It's just like, you're just a big monster, like the melee god, right? Like, that's what I love. Big two-handers slamming it, and it just seems really cool. The ascendancies, I don't really know. I haven't really looked at it. I'm just like, oh, okay, I guess that's cool, right? Who cares? It doesn't matter, because you don't really know. There's no point in wasting your time trying to solve a puzzle that does not technically exist yet, right? So play what class you think is going to be the most fun. Try to relax and just have a good time with it, right? Like, if you don't like what you're going with by the second or third act, or the second playthrough through the acts, or however it works, you can just re-roll. There is no economy to really, like, you're not competing with anybody, guys. Like, just relax. Now, my 4th point is going to be kind of segue from that 3rd point, is that optimization is like the killer of enjoyment. Comparison is a thief of joy, right? There's a whole bunch of quotes like that. I don't normally like to repeat quotes from like anime, movies, or other people, but there is one quote that actually pretty much encompasses everything about Path of Exile, at least one, and the player base and the whole like meta striving and all that stuff. Is that Arcane Season 2, and again, yeah, I know it's anime, but this one quote hit really hard. And it's Victor at the end of it. He goes, "There is no prize to perfection, only an end to pursuit," right? Something like that. So I think that really perfectly encompasses everything about PoE, right? Like, you play trade, you do a starter build, you rush through the campaign, you rush to the end game, you farm a couple divines, you transition into a build that just prints money per hour, and then eventually by the end of the first week, you and your boys in group play beat the game. And you're just sitting around there like, now what? Well, you perfected the character, you beat the game. You have no point. There is like that's it. You kind of lose all value in pursuing different types of builds. And I know a lot of people go, oh, well, now I can do my own personal project. Very rarely does that happen, at least from what I've seen. Like once you like really get to that point, the optimization crowd, the people that really just like kill the fun out of the game, what happens is that they're so focused on like efficiency, the economy, that they forget that it's okay to play things that don't print divines per hour. They forget that it's okay to play solo self found. Like you forget these little things, and the beauty, again, going back to that quote, is the actual process. Like while you're in pursuit of making that really good character, that almost perfect character, that is when you're gonna have the most enjoyment out of the game. So I'm gonna reiterate it for like the 10th time. Slow down, relax, and just try to enjoy the process. Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't compare yourself to content creators. Who cares what they are playing? Who cares what I'm playing? Who cares what anybody else is except what you are doing? Just as long as you're enjoying what you're doing and you're learning about the game and you're enjoying the play style of whatever you chose, the ascendancy stuff like that, that's fine, man. Like that's all that really matters at the end of the day. This is, again, I say this even in trade and POE 1, this is still at the end of the day pretty much a single player game. There's no point to get hung up on things that don't matter. And 5, general health tips. This video should be going out by noon today, so got, at least for me, Eastern time, you got like 2 hours before the release, enough time to get the code if you're here for that. And generally, same thing with league starts. If you have taken off, again, it's Friday, maybe you got home early, maybe you took Friday off, try to make yourself a few meals for the weekend if you're going to power game. Try to go outside while you have the time, get some sunlight, maybe take a quick walk or something like that. Take some time to yourself and relax. Again, like you really need to go into the mindset with this that this is going to be the first and only time that you're going to be able to experience this game. Like this is really it. Like you're never gonna be able to do this again. Like you're never going to experience POE 2 for the first time. And if you're somebody like me who never experienced POE 1 in the early days, now you could be like that old guy that goes into the POE 1 threads like, oh damn, I remember when we used to farm Act 3, haha, you know what I mean? So like just slow down, relax, enjoy. And that's pretty much it, guys. Make some meals for the weekend too. Some food, meal prep. Try not to DoorDash and Uber Eats all weekend, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And that's that. Hope you enjoyed the video. Mozo with Negron Tech here.